Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mukari. For those of you who are new here, and to all my returning subscribers, welcome back. If you are new, you're seeing my face for the first time, a special hello and welcome from me to you. Thank you so much for deciding to be part of this family. So guys, in today's video, I am going to talk about my journey with the endometriosis diet. It has been an interesting one, a lot of trial and error. I don't know if I've completely figured it out as yet, but I think I'm doing better than, when I got diagnosed and I was trying to figure out what food to eat in order to manage this condition. So I was diagnosed with endometriosis in 2020, and guys, it was I don't know, it was such a roller coaster. 2020 was just a crazy year. We all know that. I mean, there was lockdown, COVID. I was working while a lot of people were at home. Some of us were working, but it was just a crazy year, and also just trying to figure out how to best manage this condition just made it even worse. But anyway, when I got diagnosed, I remember obviously going online, checking for information, and I came across what is called the endometriosis diet. And I thought to myself, oh, okay, this is great. If there's food that I can eat that can help me manage this condition, great, right? But let me tell you, there were so many diets online. There were so many. I got to a point where I was so overwhelmed. But then I went back to my doctor, and I was like to my doctor, so I don't know if I need to follow a specific diet in order to manage endometriosis. What are your recommendations? And my doctor was like, my then doctor was like, endometriosis has nothing to do with food. Imagine my shock. Okay, endometriosis has nothing to do with food. Oh, okay. I was so shocked. I think a lot of the times I felt so overwhelmed every time I went to the doctor. And I'm glad that I made that decision to change doctors and go to a different doctor. I'm actually proud of myself for doing that. I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, he just said to me, endometriosis has absolutely nothing to do with food. So no diet is going to help manage this condition. And I was just like, okay. But because I had found a community of wonderful people who were sharing their journeys, who were advocating for themselves and advocating for others, I came across a lot of, as I said, endometriosis diets. And I then decided that, I am going to take charge and I'm going to take control of my life, and I will take control of how I eat. Because I'm seeing people are talking about how endometriosis diet has helped them in managing endometriosis. I am going to try this diet out. As I said, there were millions. Guys, there are so, if you go online now and check endometriosis diets, you will come across so many different diets. And I feel like people just, as I said, people want to share, people are advocating, people want to help. So I can come up with my own diet and say endometriosis diet and put it online. The next person can also do the same thing, and the next and the next. So it's a lot of diets online. So now, Mugeli, I am ready to tackle this endometriosis diet. I am ready to manage this condition. And I'm like, okay, fine. We're going to follow this diet. We're going to follow this diet. I tell my husband, I'm like, yo, Hubs. So I came across an endometriosis diet, and I feel like we need to change our lifestyle. He's very supportive. Yo, guys, I don't want to shame poor guy. I feel like I put him through a lot. But he's so supportive, and he was just like, you know what, it's fine. Whatever is good for you, let's do it. I'm here. I'll support you. Hi, girl. Kyo Hey Mugele is getting ready to go grocery shopping. And I feel like I can conquer the world. I feel like I can take over the world. Hi, fine, I'll go shopping and be confident in the food that I'm going to eat. This food is going to help me manage this condition. This food is going to help me conceive, So I have to make sure that I get everything that is on that diet, that list. Oh, guys, I did. I filled my trolley. Regularly veggie, your kale, Brussels sprouts, asparagus. I was just like buying and buying and buying and buying. I filled my trolley with food. Now, I filled my trolley with food and I felt like I was ready to take over the world. I'm buying nuts, I'm buying berries, I'm buying avos, like the works. Okay, so I get home, show my husband, I'm like, this is what I got. And he just looks at me like, oh my goodness, this is not going to end well. He just gave me that one look. And I'm like, yeah, but Brussels sprouts are good for, conceiving. So we have to eat this. Kale, we have to include kale. Yo, guys, I remember the first time I tried cooking kale. What a disaster. What a disaster. But anyway, I'm preparing, I'm showing my husband, and then after that, after that, I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna prepare dinner. I start with getting Brussels sprouts, and I'm like cooking them, guys. I'm following a recipe. Now get garlic powder, onion powders, your paprikas. I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be delicious. First of all, I've never had Brussels sprouts. I don't want to lie, I've never had them. So that was like my first time cooking them, it was my first time buying them and my first time cooking them. So again, I am chopping, I am frying, yay, it smells good in the kitchen. I'm thinking, yeah, got it. I'm ready, I am so ready, I'm determined. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I got it, I've got this. Yo, guys, present the food to my husband and start eating. We have dinner, Raja, Muwe. And then after dinner, he was like, you know what? Okay, kale is not great. But it's fine, we'll see. I get guys, the following day, Miguel is in the kitchen. I am mixing the food up. I'm mixing, and yeah, I think 4 days. And then after that, he was like, that's my husband. He's like, I'm very supportive. I want to be there with you, walk this journey with you. But one thing that I'm not going to eat is this cabbage. I am not going to have this cabbage that looks like it is. I'm not going to have this. I'm not going to have this. I don't care how you cook it, whether you roast it, you fry it, you boil it. This is not for me. I don't like it. Another thing, I don't like broccoli. I'm not going to eat broccoli. So if you eat broccoli, don't include me in your broccoli. Don't include me. Don't put broccoli on my plate. I don't like it. I felt like, oh my gosh, what is your problem? Then he was like, next thing, remove kale from the menu. I don't care what kale does. I'm not going to eat kale. I'm not going to eat kale. So guys, imagine I bought so much groceries. It was so much. And my husband is just like, I'm not going to eat this. I'm not going to eat this. And yeah, unfortunately, some of the food ended up spoiling, and I just had to now go back to the drawing boards and figure out what food can we eat, or what food can I eat that can also accommodate my husband. What food can I eat that my husband is not going to complain and say that he's not going to eat this. But also I also did not enjoy I'm not going to lie, I don't enjoy Brussels sprouts. I don't enjoy them. I don't particularly enjoy kale. And I feel like if you are eating for your health, you really need to eat food that you enjoy. You know, you mustn't punish yourself and eat food that you do not enjoy just because you want to be healthy or you want to manage your condition. So I was like, okay, let me go back to the drawing board. What food can we eat, or what food pops up on these different endometriosis diets that I feel like both my husband and I, as well as the boys, can eat, you know? So I went back and I checked and I was like, oh, okay, cool. There's sweet potato. He loves sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. There is beetroot. He absolutely loves beetroot. I don't like the one with vinegar. Oh, guys, I can't. I cannot. I enjoy roasted beet, but he prefers to have his with vinegar. So I just buy like beetroot from the store because no, I can't even. No, I don't like it. So I just buy beetroot from the shops, the one from the bottle. That is for him, and then I would roast my beetroot, or if I just want to have it boiled, I just literally just boil it and eat it that way. I get chili vinegar, I get chili chutney, nothing. I just eat it that way. I prefer the earthy taste. I prefer that earthy taste. I enjoy that earthy taste. So I then included beetroot, sweet potatoes. I still definitely had my broccoli. I told him that I'm definitely not gonna stop having broccoli. I'll figure out a way of cooking it for me to enjoy it, you know. And then I decided, okay, there's spinach. Let me include spinach. There's avos. There's cauliflower. He does eat cauliflower here and there, but you know, I decided that this is the type of food that I'm going to eat. Now it comes to rice. I'm like, okay, Habs, I'm going to switch this rice. I'm not going to eat the normal rice that we grew up eating, or you know, we are used to eating. I'm going to start buying basmati rice. And he was like, oh, okay, okay, it's fine. Hi guys, I'm there buying basmati rice, and I think after like 2 weeks of having like basmati rice, he was just like, I don't like the taste. I really don't like the taste. He's so difficult, Leila. He was like, I don't like the taste. You can have it. I prefer just having the normal rice. And I was just like, oh, okay. I was bumped, but I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. I mean, like, we can do that. And then I included a lot of quinoa as well. I really enjoy quinoa. I absolutely enjoy quinoa. I'm not a big fan of couscous. Maybe I just haven't really given it a try, but I saw that couscous was also something that came out a lot on these endometriosis diets. Quinoa as well, buckwheat, but I am also not really a fan of buckwheat, but I decided to stay with quinoa. I introduced quinoa into our dinner, and okay, Harry was like, oh, okay, it's fine, it's something that I can eat, not always, but like I can eat it. And then the twins, I don't know, I don't think Lesedi really enjoyed it. Nalita was like, Lesedi didn't really have a comment. Lesedi didn't comment. Nalita was like, yeah, I'll eat it, but not always, you know. Yeah, maybe here and there I'll eat it, but not always. So sometimes it's so difficult because I would have to like cook myself a pot of quinoa, and will cook normal rice for them. You know, whoever who wants to have quinoa will have quinoa. If they don't want to have it, it's fine. But if they want to have rice, then that's great. Couscous, as I said, I'm not really particularly a fan of it, but maybe I just need to give it a try. But those are the types of food that I then introduced to my household. Obviously, I cut down red meat, guys. I only have red meat like once in a while. I cut, and no, I'm not really like a big meat eater. I don't really enjoy meat. I don't know. I think it's that thing. So I grew up, like, I enjoyed milk growing up, and meat was not really, like, I was never really a fan of meat. So So cutting out like meat, red meat for me wasn't really a problem. But obviously, guys, I don't live alone, so I have to sit down and like have a conversation with Habs and tell him that I want to cut down on red meat. He also decided that he also wants to cut down on red meat. So we only have it like once in a while, like once in a blue moon. I'd like go buy red meat and have it, cook it that day, and we are done with it. I'm not a fan of red meat, so I've cut down red meat drastically. I feel like I've been repeating this point, red meat, over and over, but I cut down red meat. Listen, red meat is not great. Cut it. We have chicken breast, but as I said, guys, I don't like meat. Like, it doesn't matter if I go a week without eating meat, like nothing happens to me. Like, I'm okay. But as I said, I don't live alone. I live with 3 men in this household, so they love meat. And yeah, so I'd have like my chicken breast here and there. My husband is not a fan of salmon. Goodness, so he's not a fan of salmon. So some of these things, like, I'll be cooking so many pots all at once and I get tired. So if I'm gonna have chicken, I'll have chicken. If I don't have meat, I don't have meat. It's fine. I'll cook meat for everyone. And if I decide that I'm not gonna have meat that week, then I won't have meat. Listen, the color of the sky does not change. Yeah, it doesn't change. Like, the color of tomorrow does not change because I didn't have meat. Then I stocked up on a lot of fruits. I looked at good oils, so your omega-3 oils. I made sure that I include them. So I have a lot of Evo. I love Evo, guys. I have Evo all year long. When it's extremely expensive, I will definitely buy that Evo. I love Evo. So I include Evo in a lot of my dishes. I include a lot of berries for my breakfast and as well as for my snacks. I included a lot of nuts so that I can just, and like, this is food that we can all have. So it's not like I'm buying food that, I'm the only one that's only going to have it, but everybody can enjoy them. I don't know why I'm not a fan of apples, but obviously we have a lot of apples in the house, green and red. I decided to stock up on that. Bananas, I love bananas. The greener the better, because especially in my case, my gut is not as healthy. So I need to eat food that are high in fiber, and green banana really is high in fiber. I could be mistaken, but from what I've read, it is very good in helping with your gut health. So I included green bananas. Once again, my husband is not a fan, but it's okay. We buy a lot of bananas. Come on, bro. I'll have my green bananas. And then he'll have his ripe bananas. But they really do help with pushing, or they really do help in just managing my gut, because my gut, guys, I struggle. As I mentioned, endometriosis was also found on my bowel, so I struggled, guys. I struggled when I was a teenager. I struggled in my 20s, and I'm still struggling even now in my 30s. But I decided, let me include these things, or let me include food that will help me ensure that I manage this condition. So, green bananas, try them out. Not too green, guys. You need to still be able to consume them, but they are high in fiber. So I looked at that, food that is high in fiber. I included that in my endometriosis list. I included my berries, raspberries, blueberries, my nuts, almond. I love almonds. All these other ones, man. I don't know, no, I prefer, I love almonds, so I have those. What else did I include in my diet? Chia seeds. I have, my household, there has to be chia seeds. Seeds on pumpkin seeds, your sunflower seeds. So I consume those usually during breakfast with my oats, or if I have popo, and then I have it with yogurt. I just sprinkle some chia seeds as well as pumpkin seeds, and I enjoy. Husband also enjoys that. The boys also enjoy that. So yeah, a lot of your strawberries. I made sure that I stocked up on that, and I felt like after deciding that I'm going to choose foods that appeared dominantly on these diets, I will come up with my own diet, and I'll see what works. As I said, it's trial and error, but I was quite consistent in 2021 after my second surgery. I was consistent. I think also because we were planning our wedding, so we wanted to look good for our wedding, and we literally ate well, and we ate well and we exercised, and that's how I eventually conceived. Eating well, taking supplements as well as exercising. Another thing that I stocked up on was green tea. I was never a fan of green tea. Like, I was never ever a fan of green tea. I remember my mom used to drink a lot of green tea, but like I was never a fan. I wish I did consume green tea, especially when my periods were like leaving me debilitated and bedridden. But like I was just never a fan of green tea. But because I didn't know what was going on, like food was never like food. I never thought that certain foods would help with like the inflammation. I didn't even know what was going on with me before I got diagnosed with endometriosis. I remember just seeing my tummy swell, but I just never really knew or understood what was going on. And even after like I went to the doctor, like I didn't get answers on what was happening. So food was like the last thing on my mind that I needed to change in order to help me with just living a healthy lifestyle. So yeah, green tea, I consume green tea not that much, but I try to have it once a day with a meal, either after having my oats, or if not after lunch, definitely have myself green tea. Water, guys. So I start my day with warm water with lemon, and I sometimes just drink it throughout the day. It's much better during like winter, consuming warm water during winter, because I mean it's cold, so you want something warm to drink, so it's better. But I start my mornings with lemon water. I saw that a lot of endo warriors spoke about the importance of like warm lemon water. So I also just stocked up on that. It helps quite a lot with my gut health as well. Anything that will help me with my gut health, guys, I will eat. Okay, not anything, but whatever it is that I feel like I can take that will help me with my gut health, I will take. So I drink warm lemon water in the morning and throughout the day. At times, sometimes I have it after my meals. Instead of having juice or tea or cold drink or whatever, I will then have warm water with a slice or two of lemon. And I'm so grateful I don't have to buy lemons. So grateful for my mother-in-law. Thankful that she did not cut her lemon tree. So I get lemon from my mother-in-law. They're like the best lemons ever. I think I should sell them. But anyway, yeah, so I start my day with lemon water, warm lemon water. If I feel like during the day I'm thirsty and I need, lemon water with ice, then I'll have like cold water with ice and lemon. It also is very refreshing, but I have that quite a lot. And yeah, so another thing that I did in 2020 after getting diagnosed is that I decided to quit alcohol. Great thing about me is that I wasn't much of a big alcohol consumer. I honestly had alcohol on occasions when I'm out with my friends. Yeah, like I was never like a huge alcohol consumer. So I decided that let me quit alcohol. The reason why I decided to quit alcohol is because alcohol contributes to the inflammation in the body. So already I'm dealing with a chronic inflammatory condition, where I'm always in pain. So consuming alcohol means that I am triggering this. I'm triggering this tissue, which will ultimately inflame and cause me so much pain and so much discomfort. So I decided, let me just quit alcohol. Another reason why I decided to quit alcohol is because alcohol can disturb hormone balance, specifically affecting estrogen levels. So endometriosis is influenced by estrogen, right? And the more like your estrogen is not balanced, the worse the condition is, right? So I decided that I am just going to stop alcohol because it's not balancing my not my emotions, but it's not balanced. Obviously, it was also not balancing my emotions. But then I decided that, you know what, quitting alcohol is the best decision. I also decided that I need an immune system that is not weakened. I need an immune system that is going to be effective at managing this inflammation that I have in my body. So cutting alcohol meant that I was giving my immune system a chance to support me. You know, I need my immune system to support me. It made sense for me to just quit alcohol because I needed a strong immune system that will help me in managing this condition, that will help me manage this inflammation in my body. Yeah, and another thing about alcohol, guys, is that it increases your flow, your menstrual flow. So already I'm dealing with a heavy flow, and you know, having alcohol, drinking alcohol, consuming alcohol also increases this heavy flow. So I then decided that I'm cutting this. I'm quitting. I'm good. I don't need alcohol. I'm fine. I've been fine without it. Like I've been fine without it. As I said, I'm not a huge alcohol consumer. So this is the reason why I decided that I'm cutting off alcohol all completely. And I'm glad that I did. I really am. Can I really do my day in there, you know, especially when I see my friends having like pushampopo, when they have mimosas, you know, but it's good, you know, it's good. I feel like I'm helping myself at the end of the day, so it's not a train smash. So something that I'm also struggling with, and I've been struggling with since 2022 in my endometriosis diet journey, is bread. So I don't know, hey, like I see a lot of people saying, you know, especially people in the endometriosis support groups, saying that we should have gluten-free bread, we should have sourdough bread, but another problem with bread is that it's just not good for my gut health. It's not good for my gut health, and I don't know, hey, I definitely do have rice cakes, but sometimes I feel like I hurry on kushisha, so I need something heavy like bread, but I struggle so much with bread. If you guys can like give me maybe tips on which bread to try, please do comment in the comment section below. I'd really appreciate it. The thing about bread is that, and I think maybe it's because I haven't found like the right bread, it really does not do great to my gut health. It doesn't like it. Oh gosh, guys, I can't, you know, I it's not that I don't want to eat these things, but it's just that they really affect my gut health. So if you guys have any suggestions on what bread I can try, please let me know. Please just comment in the comment section below. So it has been quite a journey. I did quite good in 2021. I won't lie. I feel like I managed my eating quite well. I was happy. My gut health was happy. Didn't struggle so much with constipation. But you know, after losing my son, things literally just went downhill. I'm trying to get back on the endometriosis diet, trying to just eat clean, eat healthy. It's a bit difficult. It has been very difficult since after losing my son, and I think the reason for this is because I am an emotional eater. Yo guys, I find so much comfort in food, and in junk food, chipsy, the chips with everything in me. Since like April of 2022, I haven't been doing great in eating well. I haven't been consistent. 2022 was even worse. I think this year it's a bit better. It's not great. I feel like 2022 was was bad. It was the worst. Yo guys, I used to consume so much cold drink, like Coke. Yo, I would drink Coca-Cola like I was mad. Like, I found so much comfort in Coke, Coca-Cola, but I found so much comfort in it. Even this year, I'm trying my level best. I'm still trying my level. Like, I'm not consistent, as I said, and I'm trying my level best to just go back to eating healthy, because I need to manage this condition. You know, healthy eating is good for any condition, not just endometriosis, whatever condition that you live with, or just enjoy living a healthy life. You need to fuel your body with nutrients. You need to fuel your body with good foods, right? So this year I am trying. I'm not as consistent, but I feel like I'm doing much better than I was in 2022. I love potato chips. Like, I love mazimba, so that's also another thing. I love salty things. Yeah, I'm a very I love salty things. I love, as I said, chips, mazimba. Like, I find so much comfort in that, and I feel like it's also delaying me in being better. It's delaying me in conceiving. I know it. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm just dealing with a lot of emotions. But I am trying to do better. I am trying to be better, especially for my health. And I remember this other day I was going through my journal and I read a letter that I wrote to my son. This was recommended in therapy. I remember saying, even in my therapy session, that I know that my son would want me to be well, but eating healthy is important for managing endometriosis. So if you are on your journey, you just got diagnosed with endometriosis, please do eat healthy. Don't get overwhelmed by the thousands of diets that are online. Get, veggies that you feel you are able to incorporate in your meals. Just make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself. Take it one step at a time. What works for me will not work for you. What works for you will not work for me. Follow a diet that you know works for you. I eventually found a diet that works for me. I'm happy that I did. I am happy that I finally, found a diet that is working for me. So sit down, be patient with yourself, look at like foods that you feel like you can eat from all these different diets and incorporate those. If you need to go see a dietitian, please go see a dietitian. Make sure that it's somebody that is knowledgeable about endometriosis. It will save you a lot of money and a lot of time. So do go see a dietitian. I still need to go see a dietitian. I don't know how many times I've been canceling on my dietitian appointment, but I still do need to go see a dietitian. I think maybe I can vlog that for you guys. Maybe in October, have something new. Vlogtober. Yeah, maybe we should do that next month. Vlog my journey, to go see a dietitian, and we'll see how that works out. But yeah, eating healthy is great. Do not overwhelm yourself with the thousands and thousands of endometriosis diets that you come across online. Eat food that you enjoy. Oh, I forgot that I also include a lot of lentils, beans in my food. So eat food that, follow a diet that you'll be able to manage. Follow a diet that you will be able to manage. Follow a diet that makes you feel good. Don't follow a diet because Mali was following a specific diet. Do it for yourself. Try out foods that you want. Try out different food. Play around with different recipes. You will definitely find something that you are looking for, and something that will eventually work for you. So yeah, that's all I just wanted to share with you guys in today's video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.